Hi, hello. Well, I would say happy Friday, but it's not really a bright Friday and I'm still struggling. I think I have actually got a chest infection. But I soldier on, I'm not one to mind the doctors and stuff like that if I'm not actually dying. So they've got enough on their plates without me just wandering in saying, I've got a cold, which is basically what I've got. I've got a cold and it's settled on my chest. But it's wearing me out, this constant coughing. So. Anyway, enough about that. So, I hope your day is going well. I've been looking after the little two while the family went doing a bit of shopping. I will be looking after them tomorrow because they're going to a 50th birthday party. I don't think they're staying out all night though. I think they're just going to the party. So, yeah. I've got one to go to soon. Yeah, but I can't say too much about it. I don't think the person who it's meant for watches me, but it is a surprise party, so I won't say too much about it. But I'm going there soon. I've still got to think about buying a present. Present buying is difficult when people get older. Like my age group. They've got everything. What do they want, There's only so many smelly candles and stuff that you can buy people and bath salts and, So, I don't know, yeah. Oh, I can hear a tick, tick, tick. Oh, no, it stopped. I thought there's no clock in here. Why is it tick, tick, ticking? I'm on pigeon patrol at the moment because you can't see, but I'm looking out over the garden. I'm in the conservatory looking out over the garden. My son has put grass seed out and the pigeons seem to think it's an all-you-can-eat buffet. We've put strings across now with bits of fluttering, tin foil and that, not deterring them one bit. So I have to keep going like a human scarecrow or something, Somebody did suggest I put the mannequins in the garden, but they don't move about, so. I might have been alright if it had been Paris, if I'd have still had Paris, a 6-foot lady, I could have put tinsel things blowing around her neck, couldn't I? Like the Christmas trimming that you get all in. Talking about Christmas trimming, I've just been watching a lady called Alt Knots. She's a very sort of gothic kind of lady. And she's been to, I think it was Michael's. And she's bought these $10 grab bags. Well, they're actually boxes, but they're called grab bags. And the stuff, she's just unpacked a video full of, she bought about 6 boxes, I think she bought. I mean, the stuff that was in it wouldn't have been my cup of tea, let's just say, because there were decorations and decor from Valentine's Day and whatever. But the stuff that was in it, she's pulling them out, oh, this would have been $7.99, this would have been $9.99, this would have been that, this would have been that. So if you're into sort of decor or fake flowers and things like that, But they don't do that over here. They're nothing like that. We might get a reduction, but they might knock £1 off something, We would never get a whole box like that for $10, which has got things into the value of like $80 or something like that. Admittedly, I wouldn't actually want what is in the boxes. But then I don't do decor or anything like that. But if you're into that sort of thing, honestly, cookie cutters and stuff like that were in some boxes. If you're interested in that sort of thing, it's one of her latest videos. She's called Alt Knots, A-L-T, Knots, as in K-N-O-T-S, yeah. She's a very acquired taste. I mean, she's very sort of gothic with the big dark makeup, but she fascinates me. She honestly does fascinate me. Yeah. Anyway, what have I done? Well, at the moment I'm doing a bit of crochet. It's just a very, I'm using that robin wool that I got. I actually only put it in my basket because I'd ordered 3 pairs of, the Knit Pro knitting needles from Wool Warehouse. So I just made it up because I'm tight. And I don't like paying postage. So if you make it up to £25, you get free postage. So that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Anyway, I'm just starting a little basic cardigan. You know, I can't say the pattern because they're everywhere, aren't they? Every man and his dog's done a basic cardigan pattern. I'm just starting one of the sleeves. It will be long sleeved, it won't be short sleeved. So I'm just doing that at the moment, and hopefully I will have enough to make a little hat to match with the one ball. Talking about one balls, I just finished off I think I showed it you the other day. It's one of the double stitch twins patterns, and I don't know whether you can still get it because I think it was on the Red Heart site or something like that. Where was it on? Yeah, it was on the Red Heart site, but I think they were bought over, weren't they, by Karen or something? So you might still be able to find the pattern. I think it was free at the time, but I don't know. That's the pattern anyway. It's for a little one. I think there's only one size. Oh no, there's two sizes. Whatever a 2T is, yeah. 2T, 3T, 4T. Finished chest. I go by the chest, which is 21.5 and 23. I think I did the smaller size because, to be truthful, I'd only bought one ball of the whites. And if you know white, you can't match white with another brand of white because they just don't match. I mean, I once spoke when I was younger to a guy who did paint mixing. And he told me there was like, I don't know how many colours of white. And I don't mean the green white, the pink white, the whatever kinds of white you can get in paint these days. We're talking about white. Yeah? How many shades of actual white there was. And I was amazed. Yeah. Anyway, it's the same with yarn, isn't it? You know, you get one brand of white, you can't match it with another brand of white because it's different. It's the same with black. You know, some blacks look dead black, some blacks look grey, some blacks actually look a bit blue. Yeah. Anyway, because I only had one ball, I actually had to finish it off with the purple or the lilac, whatever, at the front because I didn't have enough to do the white ties. So it should have had white ties. Anyway, that's by the back. But this is what it's like. By the way, I have bought underwear for my mannequins. They are no longer naked. They have got underwear. I bought underwear for the big mannequins, you know, the ones I bought. Bought underwear for them, but it's not on yet because I haven't been out to the shed yet. It's still cold. Anyway, it's got a point at the bottom. Whoop, wrong way. I'm taking the point the wrong way, whichever way. Which way do I go with the point that way? Yeah, it's me. I've put it on the mannequin. It starts off circular in the back. I need to block the flower out so it is not quite so, you know, pokey outy. You do the back, and then you do the sleeves, and you attach the sleeves, and then you crochet the front sideways onto it. And then you finish up with a little collar. It's only a small collar. And you finish up with what should have been white ties, but I only had bought 100 grams of this white, so I couldn't finish it off, if you know what I mean. The thing is, I probably would have had enough, but the sleeves, when I looked on the pattern, it's an American pattern, it said trebles for the sleeves. And if you're in the UK, you know our trebles are the US double crochets. So I just looked at it and saw trebles. So I did the sleeves in UK triples, which of course should have been UK double trebles. So that is probably why I actually didn't have quite enough, you know, yarn. Because I discovered it when I was up to the top of the sleeve and I thought, 11 rows is not long enough for this sleeve, what's going on? So I looked at the pattern and I thought, oh no. But I wasn't in the mood to take it all the way back and do double trebles all the way up because I'd done like 12 rows by this time. So I don't know whether when you're not feeling 100% well in yourself, you don't have the patience, do you? You know, I just did not have the patience to start unravelling. I refuse to call it frogging. Yeah, unravelling. I didn't want to unravel the whole sleeve. So I thought, no, I'll just stick a few extra rows on and do them in UK trebles, US double crochet. They look better anyway. I think the double trebles to me would have been a bit open work. Having said that, I mean, the back's got open work. But sleeves, to me, you know, when you're getting a little trouser arm through, you know, I thought they would be better off done more together. Yeah. Anyway, that's my explanation of why I ran out of the white. I did finish off the bag, the little bag. It's in ice yarn. I did show you on my last video, I think, what I'd made it with. It's pretty sort of, well, it's not flopsy, but it's not very solid, but I am not going to line it because it's for a child. I haven't decided yet whether to put like a little flower or a butterfly or something on it to make it look a little bit more attractive. It's the same with the little cardigan I'm making. I might decide to put a little bit of... My trademark used to be, on babies, used to be embroidery. I used to do a little flower and some leaves on little cardigans like this to sort of jazz up the monotony of them, yeah, because they're pretty boring really, aren't they, just like that, you know, not much to them, whatever. Oh. I'm doing a video. Why can I never do a video on my own? This is why I prefer to do videos when there's nobody in, but there's never nobody in. I live in a house of constant flux, backwards, forwards, in, out, dogs in, dogs out. I never had this problem when I lived on my own. Having said that, you know, it has its advantages and it has its disadvantages, yeah. My scooter is still squeaky. I still haven't had the patience to squirt it with WD-40 or whatever. It's not the actual scooter that's squeaking, it's the top bit. You know, the plasticky bit where it fastens on with little screws. It's and you're going down the seafront. So I don't know whether it's too tight, the little screws, or not tight enough, or whatever. But I know the demonstration model that I had my little demo on many weeks back again didn't squeak. So I don't know why this one squeaks. All will be, as I said, when you're not 100%, you're not in the mood, are you, for faffing about, as I call it, yeah? You just want life to be easy. You just don't, you know. Luckily, I'm not coughing at the moment, but when I start coughing, you'll know about it, you know. You would think I was at the zoo in the sea lion enclosure and somebody would throw me a fish, because when I start to cough, oh boy do I cough. Yeah. We did go to the cafe yesterday, me and my friend, yeah. It's a lovely cafe and it's got beautifully comfy seats, but the menu is so limited. We've been going now for about 12 months and we're getting a bit fed up, you know, with a limited menu. But to try and find somewhere else that's got comfortable seats seems to be a bit impossible. I cannot sit on the plastic seats. I know they don't want you to stay, because when you go to a cafe they want you to have your cup of tea, whatever, coffee. They want you to have your sandwich and go, don't they? I mean, we do spend an awful lot at this cafe. We don't just sit there nursing one coffee. You know, we have at least 3 brews and we have a sandwich and we have a cake. So we do, you know, generate the revenue for sitting in their comfy seat. But I just wish they would vary the menu. As I say, not one thing has varied in the 12 months that we've been going there. I suppose it's a question of if it's not broke, don't fix it, you know. But when you think about it, we see the same faces in there, you know, that go in as regulars, you know, that we see them all the time. So I'm surprised that other people have not said, do they not vary the menu from time to time, you know, do they not stick something different in from time to time? But no, they don't, yeah. They're probably quite happy. I have now got somebody else coming in. It's a doggy. Hello, Rosie. I've got a doggy coming in to see me. Rosie, don't knock the tripod, sweetheart. And I've got another little one now. I've got another little one, the French bulldog. Hello, sweetheart. Hello, Rosie. Rosie, what you do? Rosie's found the tug rope. Hang on. Let me look. a very dirty looking tug rope is Rosie's favourite toy. Yeah, Rosie, play with that. Go play with that. That one she's not chasing her sister around, you know, which is... at the moment the little one has come into heat, so we're having to make a beer. That's Rosie drinking water. The little one has come into heat, so she can't go on walks for the minute, so it's we have to watch her, obviously, because we don't want to break from her. She's, I mean, technically she could, I think, have pups, although she's only young, but I think technically she could, and we don't want that, obviously. Spaying will come later, you know, so I don't want the lecture about taking her to be spayed. That is in the plans for the future. But we wanted her to have, you know, a couple of seasons first before we did the deed, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I've still got this next to me, because I've not made anything else to put on the mannequin, you know. And I haven't been out to the shed, otherwise I could have changed it up and made it a bit more interesting for you, put something else on it, couldn't I? But I was talking about it to my friend. She's got a room in her house that needs sorting because she's got her craft stuff in it, you know. And she keeps, she's not been well, she's had this cough, I think it's going around everybody, isn't it? So I keep saying, oh my goodness me, I just need to go in the shed, but I get up and it's cold and I look out and the sun's not shining. And I think I told you before, the heating isn't on in my shed. I'd have to plug it in and then it would take a half hour to warm up on that, yeah. But I need to go in, it's just, it's becoming a little bit of a dumping ground, you know. I don't mean that in a nasty way, it's just, when you go out there and the weather's dire, you think, oh, I'll just put it there for the minute, I'll come in later and I'll sort it, I'll just put it down, yeah. Unfortunately, I've been too many trips and just put things down, yeah. So I need to sort out the boxes and the bags and the things I'll just put down. I've also got the underwear to put on the mannequins. I've got to dress them. I dressed the babies. I dressed the little ones. They're dressed. They've got like all-in-one bodysuits on underneath. So at least they're decent now. They're not showing anything that they shouldn't be showing. So I just wanted to do that with my lady mannequins, you know. I know that they'd probably be wearing tops, but their undercarriages could be on display, so I wanted to put a pair of briefs on them, you know, a pair of knickers, pair of panties, whatever you call them, just to make them look a little bit more decent. Though, you know, I am in a church hall after all when I'm doing to do my craft fair. I don't want anybody, oh, naked mannequins. So, you know, just to be, you know, keep the modesty, even though they're only made out of pot or whatever they're made out of. Keep their modesty. I will put them some drawers on. Yeah. So I've just been catching up on a few videos. I've just been watching, what have I been watching? Let me think. I've watched Old Knots, as I told you before. I've watched a couple of Crochet Rocks. I've watched a couple of her videos. She's doing an open with me, which I've half watched at the moment on the Crochet magazine. I do love it when people do open with me's, because it means that you can have a look at the magazine and decide if you want to buy it or not. In the past it used to be me that bought all the magazines and did the open with me type of things. But sadly, you know, money stayed the same and everything else has gone up. So I had to cut my corners in some way or another. So I just stopped buying the magazines. So I'm very, very grateful to Tracy from Crochet Rocks when she does the open with me. Because then if there's something that I really think I really, really like that, I can go to the shop and buy it or order it online. So, you know, thanks for doing that. Oh dear. Anyway, I'm still thinking of little bits and pieces to make, you know, for my craft fair. It's March now and it's the craft fair on the 18th, I think. So me and my friend are thinking of bits and pieces to make. You know, I've got the bigger things, which I'm not taking a lot of them, to be quite truthful. I've got some little baby cardigans. She has some little baby cardigans. She's got some baby blankets that she's making. But it's little bitsy things, you know, like key rings and little bits and pieces that people can buy with pocket money and things like that, which I really need to concentrate on making. you know, to make your store a bit more sort of attractive looking and, you know, things like that. We'll see. We'll see. So, I don't know what I'm going to do. Anyway, I'm going to go now before I start coughing because, you know, I think it's, my son obviously wanted me for some reason or another. So I will see you tomorrow on the live if you're fortunate enough to join me, or unfortunate enough to join me, whichever way you look at it. But most people who come and join me, 9 o'clock in the UK time, on YouTube Live, most people do enjoy, you know, I call it like Saturday evening craft along, you know, it's just, it's not a promotional type video, I call it like party night, where everybody comes on, everybody's welcome, well, no trolls of course, but everybody's welcome, everybody has a little say, it's like a little party night, we just chat. I just do a bit of crocheting or whatever, people apparently do their knitting, their cross stitching, their whatever it is that they're doing, and we just have a good time, so you're welcome to come along if you want to come along and join us, 9 o'clock UK time. Well, 9 o'clock-ish, it depends if I'm a bit late or not, you know. Sometimes it could be 5 past. And then I get little messages like, where are you? You're not doing one tonight. But there's always that last minute thing, isn't there? You're ready and you think, oh no, I better go to the toilet first because I'm doing 2 or 3 hours. I may want to go in between time. Or, oh, I need a drink, yeah? There's always that bit. I'm never prepared. I am not one of these people who have everything prepared, have everything ready. I'm a very last minute Janet, yeah. I think of things at the very last minute and I think, oh, should have done that, or oh, should have got that, or oh, where's my crochet, oh, it's over there, I better go and get it, oh, do I need a shovel full of coal on the fire? This is me, all over, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go now, so happy Friday, and I do hope you're having a non-coughing time. I hope you're not coughing. I do hope you've not got colds, coughs, flus, whatever it is you've got. And I hope your weather's better than mine. So bye for now. Speak to you soon. Bye now.